If you're looking for a way to power up your nutrients with a plant-based protein powder, then raw vegan plant-based protein is the perfect choice. This vegan protein is packed with essential nutrients to help you stay energized and healthy. With plant-based protein powder becoming increasingly popular amongst health-conscious individuals, it's no surprise that raw vegan plant-based proteins has become a leader in the industry. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to increase your daily protein intake, this vegan protein powder can help you reach your goals. Visit rawvegan.com. Again, rawvegan.com.
Be crazy or delusional in fashion, because with Cambosos, we gave him the Art of War, because I'm sure that that's what he was reading. I have a book for Ryan Garcia today, Psychology for Dummies. Well, that's what Cambosos did. You saw what happened to him. Well, so all this game that he thought that he was playing.
Look, fans are here.
I think
at the Barclays Centre. Devin's coming forward. He wants to do the face-off, which is good.
The two fighters before you have met before in the amateur divisions. They are 3 wins each.
This is the most intense face-off I've ever seen.
It goes down at Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York, USA. It's live on the Don't Pay-Per-View tonight.
Bill and Bernard still going at it. Look, they've got their history, Bill and Bernard, but look, one thing we do have is...
Welcome to the Second Wind Sports Media. I'm your host, Rashid Hammond. Today, man, I had to bring on the big dogs, ladies and gentlemen. I got no other than the 2000 Olympic bronze medalist, ladies and gentlemen, Clarence Vincent. I got boxing analyst, ladies and gentlemen, Bink. Also got the other boxing analysts in the building, brother Mardi Justice. And also in the building, boxing analyst, DMV Nation TV. How's it going, brothers?
Everything well.
Hey, how y'all feeling, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Oh, man, it's great. Great.
Going?
Yes, indeed, brother. I appreciate y'all, brothers, for taking the time to bless the platform. Today, we're going to talk about the Garcia versus Haney fight. And I wanted to get other, people's point of views on this fight and where you think this fight's going to go. I'm going to start it off with the one who in my eyes is one of the great boxing minds of the DMV. I'm going to start it off with my brother, Clarence Vincent. What is your predictions on this fight, man? Who you got going to win it?
Easy fight. Easy fight for Devin. Ryan, they on different levels. I mean, I'm quite sure. I mean, you heard that they fought in the amateurs. They split 3 times. I mean, they had a split between 6. I think both of them won 3 apiece or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what I heard. But Devin game elevated, and Ryan, I think he might have elevated a little, but Devin elevated a little more than him. Yeah. So I don't see no way Ryan wins unless he's fast, so he got a nice left hook. It's sneaky. So maybe if he catch him in between his shot or something, he could do something. But skill for skill, man, he can't do nothing with Devin. And I don't even know right now, I don't even know if he in the right mindset. I don't know if he playing crazy or he just crazy.
Right, right.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I thought he went down Johnny Boys and got an old set. Hey man, he lunching real good right now. I mean, it's sad though, man. It's funny, but it's sad because and I think, man, he's gonna go back if he's not playing possum. I mean, if he really lunching, man, he gonna go back and he gonna kick himself in the ass about this, man.
Yeah, right.
I mean, cause this it, man. Man. I mean, he hit. I mean, you get a chance to fight a guy that you actually familiar with. You know, y'all shared the ring before.
Yeah.
Um, right now, like he's the man. Like, he's actually proving himself, and now you got a chance to beat this guy. And he actually missed weight, right?
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did.
So I don't even think he's taking it serious. And didn't he drink a beer on the stage or some
Yep.
shit?
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
To me, he ain't taking it serious. But I just think that he never really felt like he had a chance. I
Yeah.
think he just talked himself into some money, and that's all I see right now.
Yeah. What about you, Bink? What's your take on it?
Oh man, I'm after watching the weigh-ins today, man. I'm blown away at the disrespect. I mean, to sit on stage and drink a beer on stage, man. I thought he was bluffing at first, but when I seen the up close and you could see him actually drinking a beer, I was like, man, this dude lost his mind, man.
Yeah.
You just think about all the legends that came before him and the guys that paved the way for him to make the kind of money he making now, and you get opportunities like this, on this stage in New York,
Right.
to make a lot of money, and you just trashing your opportunity, all the antics, if he bluffing, cool, but if he's really serious, like, he need to go get help, man, because it's just not a good look for the sport. All the antics and all the nonsense, man. But I think after what I seen today, I think Devin will wash him. Devin gonna put on a clinic and just box the hell out of him. But Ryan still with his power and his speed, he's still dangerous. I
Yeah.
just maybe catch him in between exchanges, or sneaking in the left hook to the body or something, and maybe hurting Devin. But 9 times out of 10, I got Devin walking away with this fight easy.
You know, I was watching the press conference too. I'm only thing I'm skeptical about that weight gain, that 3 pounds. I'm worried about what he gonna look like tomorrow
Right.
fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is this a art of war strategic game plan, or is he just crazy? Like he said, did he go to Johnny Boys and got him one of them wet ones, man, or what, man?
Right.
Slim is lunching, man. He off the man. He remind me of old Joker back in the days. You know how Joker, got down. He 1 minute he lunching, next minute he cool. That's how Slim playing it right there. For real, Joe.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So Dawu, what's your take on it, brother?
Man, first of all, his last fight did not look good. He was trying to do the Mayweather Philly shell type of style, and he was looking like he was throwing his butt at the opponent. Did not even look good with a C-class fighter.
Right.
He did not look good, and both of them are pretty tall for their weight class. Haney and Garcia, but Haney have the tight guard. So the body shots and the left hook is going to be taken out because he have the tight guard. He holds the guard like some similar to Mayweather, the tight guard. His only chance is if they trading and he can get a shot in with Haney. But as long as Haney is controlling ring generalship, touching them with the jab, backing them up, touching them straight right hand high, because he's going to take away the left hook, which is one of his most devastating punches, the left hook.
Yeah.
Body shot is going to be taken care of because the way he holds guards. Haney holds guards with the Philly shell, and he's going to catch the left hook to the body too as well. But I don't see when you don't take this sport boxing for serious, you're going to pay the price. You can't play this. You can't cut corners in boxing. This is not a cut corner type of sport. They're in the business to hurt. And if your mind is not together, we all know boxing is a lot more mental than it is physical. If your mind is not there, he's gonna run into a brick wall. And it got to be something that come out the hat that will stop Haney. But he do have the power to buzz Haney because I've seen Haney get buzzed before. Haney got buzzed before, so it's not that he can't hurt him. He can hurt Haney, but I don't really think he's going to have the setup, and his mind is not going to be there. He fight too nervous for me. He's very jittery, and he do all that bouncing around, wasting energy. And I don't think Derek can get him because Derek is not the answer for him.
Yeah.
It's something deep down inside. He can have 1,000,000 trainers, and none of them can do anything for him because it's not about the trainer; it's him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
DMV Nation TV. What's your take on it, brother?
Honestly, brother, I just feel like Devin gonna come in pretty much just take over the fight from round one, stretch it all the way out, 12 rounds. I may give Ryan 2 rounds out this fight, but I don't really see him doing much with Devin. Devin, his defense is too swell. I think he's gonna stay on him all night. I really feel like that jab gonna keep all them pie shots up off him, and he pretty much gonna dust dude and just put all this talk to rest because he been taking this all as a hype show. I feel like all the antics, all this, I mean, he just needs to be shut down. And clearly, I mean, he didn't learn from what happened with him and Tank. So here it is. I mean, saw that last fight. It's not the same Devin. I don't know why people keep thinking it's the same 135 Devin. This 140 Devin is a different Devin. He's starting to pick up that grown man weight now. He gonna start hitting dudes with a little bit more behind them punches. So they can keep calling them pillow fist and things like that. I feel like they sleeping. They really sleeping
That's
on what
right.
he's gonna become.
That's
Very
right.
dangerous. He's starting the next stage of Devin Haney at this point. I feel like that Regis fight he took his confidence over the top, and this fight here just a stepping stone in his career.
That's right. I agree with you. I agree. At 140 pounds, he's hitting harder and he's getting stronger. At every step he go, when he go up to 47, he's gonna be even more stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the body. He has still the body capability of growing more because he got the height with it. And
Yeah.
at 140 pounds, it's lights out. He's not really boxing. He's gonna be dropping hammers.
Mm. And to chime in at the 147 topic right there, I want him to take his time though at 140. You know, because I want to see Boots move on. I'm not saying that to avoid Boots, but
I
at the same
understand.
time, I
Yes.
would like to see Boots move on to 154. About time Devin arrives to 147.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
he got a lot to do at 140. It's a lot of good
got them
fighters down there. A lot of
you know,
great fighters,
out
champions.
there.
If 140 is a stacked weight class, man.
It is.
All of those world champions in that weight class. I think he can make if they fight each other, they can make a lot of
They
money.
can make a lot of money.
But we
And
waiting on.
Yeah.
All those guys got to fight.
Don't forget Gary, little brother, is on the hunt.
Oh,
too.
yeah, most definitely.
Oh man,
How you take the words out of my mouth, girl?
I mean, but you speaking about all these fighters, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like the sport of boxing is definitely not the same because
Right.
I mean, see, like honestly, like so everyone knows Tank. He a good fighter. Everybody knows Shakur a good fighter. Everybody know Teofimo a good fighter. Well, you can't even use Teofimo, but Devin Haney. But I mean, like, you know, the reason how we was able to gauge fighters like Sugar Ray, Tommy Hearns, Duran, Benitez, because they fought each other.
Fact.
So I mean, because you're shining on somebody that's not on your level. Because to be honest with you, Ryan Garcia never even earned a position for this fight.
Yeah.
Why is he having this fight?
True statement.
One of those other guys fighting this fight. It shouldn't be him.
Yep.
I mean, now, it's basically because you got over 1 million followers. You know, that's all what it's about now.
Yep.
The game is a fucking joke now.
It's a joke.
You know, so we're not gonna be able, like, this era gonna be one of those fucked up eras if they don't change it.
Right.
You're gonna have fighters that was champions, but you was never able to gauge how good they was because they never fought each other.
That's
like
correct.
You got Teofimo, you got Devin, you got Shakur, you got Javante Tank Davis. Why they not fighting each other?
That's right.
This shit crazy, man. And I understand about the money, but shit. You got the guy over there in where you from?
Pitbull, you throw him in there, he got a title shot that fast. He didn't even really
No,
fight
I'm talking
nobody.
about the guy from overseas that's
Dark
offering
skin
all this
dude.
money
Oh,
for
you
to
talking
make
about
the
Monster?
big fights.
Not
Indian?
has been knocking everybody out, been hurt.
No, he's not a
Matias?
fighter.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh, you talking about the dude over in
Oh, you talking about Jake Paul?
Saudi Arabia.
The
Oh,
Saudi Arabia guy.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
got
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy, and he's willing to make these big fights happen. But for some apparent reason, these guys not making it happen. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I don't know who it is. I mean, because in my era, man, if you wanted that fight, you was gonna get that fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like now I don't know if they really don't want to fight each other.
Real
I
talk.
mean, I mean, everything is behind politics now, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, this one of those eras where it's bad for boxing, man,
you
because
know what happened? It's like a Mayweather kind of like that everybody don't want to lose those zeros now.
Well, I know he was a gift and a curse to the sport.
Yeah, it was a gift
You know
and
what
a
I'm saying?
curse.
I
And
mean,
now,
you know, he made it so that you know, but you can't take nothing away from him. But he was a gift and a curse. I mean, I guess they say like if you ask for something, man, you know, but I mean, so you want to receive something, but you never know how when you receive it, what's going to be the reaction to it. So they getting the money now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and now they're in power, like they starting to become in power. Like they ain't hiding behind the promoters or the managers no more. You know what I'm saying? They making this shit happen, and so they getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? But in the process of getting the bag, they ain't making the fights happen that we want to see. Like they ain't trying to get together. It's like, man, they ain't making this shit happen, man. You know, this is sad. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I don't even know I don't even know why Ryan. I mean, how Ryan even got this fight. I mean, I understand, but far as like his fights, like he shouldn't even be here. Like you said, the guy. I never in a street fight have I seen a motherfucker turn their ass to a nigga, man.
Yeah.
Even in a street fight,
Real
you know, in boxing, you know,
you
man,
bet
if you roll too far, they stop you and tell you, man, pick your head up.
Show up.
Yeah, this man turned his whole ass to a nigga.
yeah, I didn't like
I
that.
don't know, man.
I didn't like that. I've seen that, man. I said, wow.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a lot of pieces to the puzzle. We have a lot of biased fanboys that don't know boxing, looking at boxing. Because back in the day, Ali and them, you could lose 6 fights and you still could be great, or 7 fights. But people looking at you lose 1 and you may not never get another shot back, because the way things going now, they shine upon people got 3, 4, 5 losses on that. That don't make you a loser. That means you a champion. You grinding and you lost because you fought the best. But now everybody's trying to hold on to that undefeated, and it's like Rolly, he was a champion. Now what the heck, Rolly didn't have an amateur background, a pedigree. This is why he got smoked, because he didn't have an amateur pedigree. And when he fought Pitbull, just like PBC Boxing held his spot to give it to Pitbull. Now Pitbull is a good fighter, but back to what my man Adam was talking about is that what did he actually do to get it? He was just a favor for the crowd. He fought a few fighters, and then they throw him on. But a lot of people don't understand. It's a lot of great fighters in boxing, but they don't have the backup behind them to promote them. It's a lot of great fighters, man, that you never even heard of. That's devastating. Probably whoop all of the champions, but they don't have the backing. They don't have some kind of marketing. They don't have a great manager, or they may not have like a PBC or one of these big companies behind them. They got some great fighters out here. Boxing is starting to be watered down. It's like a diva type of it's turning into like a diva type of business, man. Everybody throwing a fit. They might well go and fight with high heel shoes on if it keep getting worse, because it's getting bad, man.
Yeah. It's more, you know what it is? It's more of a social media. Who got the greatest likes? Like you said at first, the guy got 1 million followers, so they making him worthy of being a contender or so-called champion. He's just basically He's a Jake Paul that actually box. That's all I see.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Someone that actually box. But I want to touch on this topic right here about him being 3.2 pounds overweight. They did make a bet yesterday at the press conference where $500,000 per pound is 500,000 per pound would be given to Devin if he paid him. He paid him today. So he paid him. He paid his debt. I think it was like 1.5 something million. What's y'all take on him being 3.56 or 5 pounds overweight? And I'm gonna start with you, Clarence, because I want to touch on that because back in the days when a Joker couldn't make weight, we shunned upon that when we knew the Joker wasn't serious. So give me your take on him not making that weight today.
I just feel like his head can't be all the way in it. I mean, like, to be honest with you, because man, let me tell you something, man. When you really in tune with your fight, man, I'm saying you watching that weight. You know what I'm saying? You know where you at. And man, when you doing everything right, you know what I'm saying? You don't have no other choice but to be on weight, man. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you what's also wrong with him. I don't know if he don't respect his trainer. He got a lot of yes men around him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He need them coaches that's gonna say, fuck you and your money, nigga. Get the fuck on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm be honest, because he do what the fuck he want to do in training. And
Yep.
that's why he reached a certain status, and that's why he's not growing no more.
That's
and
true.
guess what? Because I'm gonna tell you, at first, I seen him elevating. I
Yeah.
seen him elevating. But he got to a standstill. I don't know, he got too big headed. But I'm telling you, if he don't find somebody that he can listen to, and I don't know, I mean, Derrick James, I mean, I think he got enough knowledge to help him.
Yeah.
But like I said, he ain't listening to nobody.
Yeah.
He do what the fuck he want to do and how he want to do it.
That's true.
And that's why he where he at now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he ain't make weight because that motherfucker ain't taking it serious. That's why the fuck he ain't make weight.
That's true statement, man. Bink, I want to get your take on it as well, man. What's your take on the weight game? I mean, not making weight, and he honored the bet. And what's your feelings on him not making weight?
Man, when I first seen all the antics like a month or two ago, I said he probably not gonna make weight, and I doubt he even makes it to fight night. I'm surprised he made it this far. I'm
Right.
surprised he made it to the weigh-ins. After all the nonsense he been putting on, I'm surprised he made it this far, but I kind of knew he wasn't going to make weight. He been partying. He was just in the club in New York, 3 days ago?
Damn.
Drunk.
I didn't know that. Damn.
Yeah, he was just in the club drunk like 3 days ago.
True.
You know, alcohol in the system, he's not going to make weight. And like Clarence said, he's not taking it serious. Like it's a bad look for the sport. It's a bad look for the sport. As far as his coaches, I thought Derrick James was going to be a good fit for him. I seen what he did with Earl, Frank Martin, guys like that. After leaving Ed, so I thought it'd be a good change up for him. But he's just one of those guys that's just not coachable.
Yeah.
Some guys you just can't coach. They're gonna do what they want to do. So I feel like he hit a ceiling. He's not gonna progress anymore. And after this fight, I don't see nowhere else for him to go other than retire or get into like the Jake Paul aspect of boxing. Maybe fight Rolly. You know, other than that, I don't see much more for him to do in the sport.
Hey, one
DMV.
question.
Go ahead, brother.
Did he just say he identified as a woman the other day?
Yeah, he was trolling. He was trolling.
Oh, I was about to say, come on, bro.
Hey, I said, man, get the fuck out of here,
He trolling, man.
He was trolling.
Yeah, he was trolling. He was trolling.
Because he was making fun of Diddy and what's in the Haney's relationship, you know,
right,
and he trying to make it seem like he was going to add him to the equation of being a sexual predator or something of that nature.
Me up, man. I said, God damn. I said, man, y'all need to take your man and my eye or something, man. Y'all got to do this shit over, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
DMV Nation, brother, what's your take on him not making the weight and honoring the bet today?
First off, I respect the fact that he honored the bet because I mean, a lot of times, you know, these fighters throw a bet on the table before the fight and they don't really go through. So the fact that he actually gave Devin that money, you gotta kind of respect that alone. But the fact that he came in overweight, come on, you gotta discredit that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once again, that's showing a lack of discipline. It's showing the same thing in the previous fight. He's not taking it serious. If you taking it as a joke, I mean, you could just go on and fight YouTube fighters.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you could be one of these guys like a DB influencer, you know, just fighting
Right.
the fight. You know what I mean? Like,
Come on over
Right.
here. Hey, Adam, come over here and tell them come give us some of that money. We'll take care of them.
it's so many
Ain't no
rising
doubt,
boxes
man.
out in our
We'll
area
take
alone
care of
that
them.
it'll put pause on him. So
Right,
know,
right.
and then you know what really make it sad though, all jokes aside, because there's so many fighters that want to get in his position. You
Right.
know, I'm social media alone and bump this boy up to who he is for real. And you know what I mean? It's so many fighters just hungry for that type of spot. And tonight just showed that he's gonna be a stepping stone. Just like I said prior.
Yep.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He's a top pedigree amateur. He's not a bum. He's a top pedigree amateur.
I beg the difference,
It's
man.
not no fluke. But he won over 100 some amateur fights. You
Yeah,
know,
but what I'm
he's
saying
just not taking this serious on this level.
but not on. I mean, but did he do it as an open class fighter? See, a lot of those fights you talking about was as a junior. Now, I mean, like, you know, like, so I think when he fought Devin, those was like when they was juniors, like the fights that he won. But I mean, open class, you know, that's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You know, that's a whole different level. So I
Right.
mean, I don't know. I beg to differ on that. I don't know if he one of them top notch fighters, man.
For open.
I know some open class fighters like you think. How good you think he is? Ricardo Williams would have smoked them.
Oh,
Yeah.
in
You know what I'm
both
saying?
of them. In both of them.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, and I don't see nowhere where he levels out to those type of guys, man. So I can't say he a top notch amateur. I mean, I think that he probably was fairly good, but I just don't think that. I think he just stopped. He got to a point and he stopped rising.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he probably fair, but not good. He probably would have ranked like 8 or some shit, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He probably would have made the top 10, but I'm quite sure it was like 7 other guys way better than him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he fight in any international competition, or he just straight came from the JOs and stopped and fought no more? Or how was that for him?
I'm not even sure.
I'm not sure about that.
Only accolades I hear they say he won like the junior golden gloves and stuff like that. That's what I was.
Yeah, probably silver gloves, shit like that.
Yeah. You know, it's a lot of these guys now is opting out of open now. Seeing like because Adrian Bronner didn't fight open either.
Yeah.
No, but you know what though? Adrian Bronner is a special case, man. You know, we had a conversation, right? I actually never thought that he knew who I was. I was familiar with him.
Okay.
And I went and so when he addressed me, it was like he already knew me. He was calling me CV, man. What's up, CV? So I'm talking to him. So I go to the Golden Gloves and I said, he called me. I went over there and sat down beside him. And so he was telling me, man, you know why I come to these fights? And it was the amateur fights. It was the Golden Gloves. And he said, I come to these fights because I never really had a amateur career. He said I came to DC one time. I trained with Burry and them, and he said once he went back home, he got locked up, and he didn't come back home till he was like an adult or whatever, and he turned professional. He was like he never really had an amateur career, and you know, for him to transition to the pros and become the multi-champion that he was, man, just speak volumes about how good, how exceptionally good the man was. Or he still is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at 35, man, it was hard to beat him, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
In the lower weight 30 and 35, he was vicious.
Man, couldn't nobody touch him at 35. I mean, only person probably would have did that is Bud. You know what I'm saying? At that time,
That's
but
correct.
I'm telling you, but at 35, man,
He was
was
crispy.
close, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just never had the Madonna fight, honestly. You know what I mean? Because who's to say his career would have downslided?
Yeah.
He never had that Madonna fight.
Yeah, that was
But you know what though? For me, I like that Madonna fight, right? Because you know what? This what I mean. For me, when I go back and I watch that fight, and that I mean, but that fight, I think damaged him.
Yeah, it did.
I'm gonna tell you, in that fight, man, he dug deep. If you go back and watch, that boy fought his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you go back and watch them later rounds, man, he fought that motherfucker, man. He was humble. You know what I'm saying? And he showed a lot of heart in that fight, man, because he could have easily checked out of that one.
He could have.
Yeah. I like that fight, but man, yeah, that fight, I think made him a little gun shy.
It did. He never opened up no more after that. He always held his hands back. He never let them hands go.
Yeah, because if he let his hands go, can't nobody beat Brown at that weight. And he stepped around like he was doing earlier in his career. And he cracking. He cracking at 35.
Yep.
You know
and he got a chin on him too. And he had a chin.
He definitely got a chin. And he had all the heart in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I mean, some fights, man, can damage you, man.
But you know what? He had a lot of yes men behind him too. He took his craft for granted, and a lot of young fighters have to learn from the mistake. We get old quick. It don't seem like all us seem like we was fighting in the ring like yesterday. Man, look how old we are now. You stop thinking that time is on your side.
That's true shit.
You know, he wasn't disciplined, and he kind of damaged himself, and he had a lot of yes men around him. Nobody could tell, look, man, straighten up, don't do this. Mm-hmm. And see, now, you know, I'm a certified life coach. I wish I can get around a lot of these young fighters and professionals, athletes, and guide them and talk to them about messing with so many women, getting prostitutes or pregnant, and all these type of things to help these young guys out so they can have a prosperous career, set up trust, set up like not 401k, but like money to the side for investments. Don't blow your money on this. You don't need this car right now. Boxing is not a long sport. It's a lonely sport, and you the only one gonna be there shaking and punch drunk and can't think, and nobody coming to your aid. So this is a very dangerous sport. You don't play boxing. It's nobody you can tag hand to get in the ring with you. You got to man up. If you can't dig deep, you out of there. You gone. They're gonna put you out of there.
True statement. Hey, give your predictions. We're gonna now go to the predictions, which I predict.
Okay.
I'm gonna start it off with C's. Give me your predictions. Which round or which decision? What you got, C's?
I probably go Haney decision. You know, I mean, granted, Haney the power looked good last fight at 40. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give him that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna still go Haney decision though. Haney with a decision. And from what we seeing, a fairly dominant victory. Ryan might get 1 or 2 rounds, bro.
Yeah. Bink, give me your predictions for the fight. Who you got?
Oh man, so I definitely got Devin winning the fight outright, but I can see this fight going a couple different ways. I could see it being a firefight early. I could see Ryan catching him between exchanges and maybe hurting or maybe dropping Devin, but Devin rallying and gaining control and winning the fight. I can also see there being a disqualification on Ryan Garcia's behalf with all the nonsense,
right?
Rabbit punching or trying to scoop him, start wrestling or some dumb shit. Crazy, I can see that from him. I can see disqualification, you know, in the fight being ended early over some simple shit because Ryan's not there right now. So I got Devin winning the fight if it goes to distance by decision, but there's a couple of variables in between where I can see like a disqualification or maybe Devin getting hurt in the process.
DMV Nation, give me your predictions.
As talented as Ryan is, he getting stopped tonight. That's just my prediction. I really think he getting stopped. Just all the antics alone and just taking the craft as a joke. I feel like he gonna come in the later rounds. He gonna end up getting stopped. Probably 10th.
Yes.
You took the word out of my mouth too. But go ahead.
Clarence, Clarence, give me your prediction.
But I got so many predictions. One of them, they don't even fight. One of them, he come down that motherfucker crying like Oliver McCall did
Oh shit.
for Lennox Lewis, man.
Dang.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, man, something wrong with that boy, man. They need to take your man and go. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. See, I ain't really believe in that mental health shit, man. But I don't like to say shit, but I never really believed in it. You know what I'm saying? Because when we was fighting, man, and it's I guess basically it's mainly because we didn't have social media.
True statement.
Whatever we was going through, we was going through it.
Yeah, to deal with
You know what
it.
I'm saying? Now, I mean, because people share everything their whole life on the internet, so you get to see these things. So I mean, something definitely going on with him, man. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe he pulled one of those. The other thing is, I got Devin Haney schooling him. Actually, you know what? He gonna stop him. He gonna stop him. He gonna stop him. That boy ain't in no shape, man. He gonna stop him.
Yeah.
Mentally he not dead. Yeah, he getting stopped, man.
Just thinking about I've been watching his lives. He been live like every day on multiple platforms. And I'm like, man, when is he training? Then I seen him training, he doing like basic jumping jacks or some crazy. I'm like, bro, you ain't really doing no, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
he faced
yeah, it's getting scary. It's getting spooky.
So yeah, he getting stopped, man. I mean, he's stopping or he quitting. Either one. He done quit before, so he gonna do one or the other, man, or get himself disqualified, like my man said. Yeah, it's one of those, man. This fight, it ain't going 12.
Yeah.
I would have preferred Shakur to take the 25 and that Shakur.
Yeah.
Right.
You should have
He
took
could
the
have
25.
took that because that's the whole thing. When Devin took Les versus Cambosis, he
took
betted
it.
himself.
He bet on
And that's
himself.
in the
He
position
did.
that he in right now, and that's why he calling the shots that he calling.
That's
So
correct.
it's like everybody that's mad at Devin because Devin ain't had to build himself up to the point that he at
That's
right now.
correct.
You got bet on yourself the same way he betted on his.
That's right. He did like Mayweather did. Mayweather took 30, 70. He gave Oscar 70. He took 30. He knew he had to do what he had to do to come out the ground. So he took the 30. And De La Hoya has 70. But he took it because he knew it was going to get him on the A side once he went.
True statement.
Or kind of like let me down on that. I would have took that 25 to be undisputed.
Yeah.
One more thing, though. I really honestly because man, I love the sport, man, and I love the guys that actually participate in the sport. So I really don't like to bash another fighter like this. Like,
Yeah.
real, it's just what he doing, man. And this shit is to me is terrible, man. I never really would just go all in on a fighter because, but I don't see where he's taking this serious at all. You know what I'm saying? It don't even seem like he just like I don't even see him giving like 60%, 50%.
Right.
I mean that's the only reason why I'm like speaking on him so derogatory because I don't speak derogatory on a man like that. But
Right.
I just don't see what he doing, man.
It takes heart in the ring. It takes heart first. In there.
You know what it is, Clarence? You know what all you gave to the sport and the dedication and to go through the not being able to go out with your friends and be out there, you know what I'm saying? We lost childhood from boxing and we couldn't do what we wanted to do and you couldn't, you had to make sacrifices. So that's just like a war veteran seeing a young soldier out here half dressed or playing in the battlefield. So you take that as disrespect. So you know what I'm saying. So I understand your gripe towards that young fighter because you see Like, come on, man. You got an opportunity, man. Back in the 90s and 2000s, a lot of us walked away from boxing because the opportunities was not going to be given to us like it's given to these young fighters today. You know what I'm saying? The Daryl Lattimores, which discouraged my father from letting us go on with it because he's seeing Tom feed his family and paying rent. He said, I don't want y'all to go through this. So I understand the gripe that you have for that young fighter. That's justifiable by all the veterans that know, you know what I'm saying, what it takes to be a fighter. So Daul, let me hear your take on it and your predictions, brother.
My prediction, I said the same thing as the Boston DMV Boston Nation. I said 10th round, but I'm thinking more of him quitting, coming out the 9th round, quitting, going into the 10th. May not come out from the beating he may take. He's not going to come out, and a lot of people is going to be shocked that Haney is not the same fighter at 135. Now he hitting a little bit more harder.
He different. Joe.
He's a different animal. He's hitting more hard. His confidence level, and when he sit down on his shots more, he's going to put damage on him. I think Ryan is going to quit on the stool, not coming out on the 10th round. I think quit because sooner or later, them shots is going to accumulate and it's going to be hard. He might even KO him. He might even knock him out, like catching him straight down the middle. Because it's all set up for him because he's not really in shape. Whenever you see a fighter that comes in overweight, he already lost. He lost mentally, and he's gonna lose spiritually too. In your mind, when you don't train in boxing, and you walking down that aisle, the question is, have I done enough?
Yeah.
Did I cheat myself?
Damn right.
Did I run enough? Am I going to gas out? All these things is going to take place in your mind when you cheat yourself in boxing. Boxing is a lonely sport, and when you're walking down that aisle, a lot of things is coming into your mind. Did I cheat myself? And only you know this answer. Nobody knows this answer because boxing is a type of sport. You're going to either do it. You're still going to be a boxer on and off. When you go home, are you eating donuts and Cheetos? You eating things that's going to cut your nutrition off. These things will hunt you. You can't do things like alcohol and everything. You got to let boxing go. No cigars, no alcohol. You can't do these type of things. And then you think you're going to succeed in boxing. Boxing would tell on you. You would tell on yourself. You would definitely tell on yourself. And when you start getting hit with a lot of shots and you're not in shape, the reason why some of these fighters can take a lot of gruesome beating come through because they're in tip-top shape. Yeah. And their second win and stuff kicks in.
Facts.
Would give them, once you know in boxing you have prepared, it's hard to be the man that's prepared because deep down inside, when he start digging in his soul, he know that I did all I can. I can come out of this. I can come over this obstacle. I can come and beat this man will. I can do this. When your nose bleeding, your eyes cut short, you say, I still got enough in me that I can still come behind and win this thing.
I got one more question. I got two more questions, but this one question I want to ask all of y'all. Now looking back on the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis added the weight clause, the hydration clause, rehydration clause in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about it now, knowing that this guy was 3 pounds overweight? Was it a wise decision of Gervonta Tank Davis or not?
Yeah.
I always say yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, Tank fight 35, bro. Like, for me, it's always like, I don't want Tank going, even stepping in them waters. Like, go ahead, stay 35. You fight 35. Tank like 4'3". Yeah. Fight 35, Joe. Like, you ain't got to be going up here fighting these dudes who taller than you, bigger than you if you don't have to. You fight 35, fight 35. Okay, yeah, he took that fight because Ryan was food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to... Yeah, but you got to fight this on my terms. Yeah, rehydrate now. You're not gonna come in here, you know what I'm saying, fight night at 147. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, good
So
good choice.
now we got Junior the Golden Boy in the building, man. How's it going, man?
Pleasure
Listen,
to
brother.
be in here with all these legends I watched since I was a little kid. I be in the gym watching, these two legends right here, Rashid and Mr. Clarence. So, it's a pleasure to be sitting at this table.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, man.
Since you came in, I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Yes, sir.
Was it a wise decision for Javante Tank Davis to add the hydration clause against Garcia?
No.
Tell me why.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Rashid, Mr. Vincent. Well, I wasn't around Mr. Vincent as much. I was around you more at Hillcrest when I was a little kid, but I remember them talks y'all had. I remember all that stuff. And so I know how I grew up. I don't remember Tito asking for catch weights and rehydration clauses to fight for titles. I don't remember Sweet Pea asking for catch weights and rehydrations to fight for titles. I don't remember Billy Khan when he moved up from light heavyweight to fight Joe Louis asking for catch weight and rehydration clauses. I could keep going on and on and on with this.
Okay.
Hey, look, I never even answered the question, right? But that's where I was at with it.
That's what you
I
said?
never, yeah. I mean, I never heard of no shit like that. But I mean, if you wanted a clause like that, then y'all should have made weigh in the same day of.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's how you know they don't, gain
They
that weight.
can't
But
gain too much. True
yeah.
statement.
But I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, stylistically, because how big Ryan is to Javante, the fight was gonna look just the way it looked.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, it was.
I mean, stylistically,
He's gonna beat him anyway.
he was gonna rough Javante up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because he just physically the bigger man, but he make too many mistakes. Even when he throw his hook, his chin in the air.
Yeah, that's right.
He always exposed. If you watch,
That's true.
he drop his hand and he keep his chin in the air. So
Yes,
Yep.
you can't get away with that.
He a counter shot waiting to get hurt.
Right.
Anything. Every shot if you watch him, he throw a lot of fast punches. But when you watch him, he drop his hands with everything. He never bring his hands completely back. And
He fight a little nervous to me too. He fight like nervous energy, like he's real jittery.
Yeah.
When he caught the guy to the body, he was looking a little nervous, and the guy miscalculated him, and he hit him to the body. He thought it was gonna come up to the hook right here. So he didn't know he was gonna hit him to the body. He fight nervous to me. I mean, he's okay of a fighter, but tomorrow he gonna meet a dog, and the momentum is in Haney corner, because you got to remember, if you never lost, I got to give it to the undefeated fighter. He don't know what it's like to lose. You know what it's like to lose.
Yeah.
And the champion mind is in Devin hand. Him, Garcia, it's a maybe or possibility in his mind. I guarantee you.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate today. I'm concerned about and I'm concerned about Devin Haney's power being able to stop this boy from getting to him. You ever force somebody, Clarence, or you as well, Dawu, where you fought a dude, he might don't hit hard, he might throw a lot of fast punches. You ain't really too much worried about that shit, though. It's that joker that's cracking that had you worried for 3-4 weeks or a month, man.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So I'm concerned about this boy catching him, because I watched another clip. I meant to put it on here too, where he got clipped at the end of the round with a hook.
Oh yeah,
By
Linares,
Yes,
Linares,
yes,
and there was a hook, and there was a hook, and that hook had him with the spaghetti legs.
Remember, he was struggling. He was struggling to make weight too.
Listen,
Soaking and where he didn't have the strength.
in the pros, right? I hear that, right? We done that. I've lost 8 pounds in one goddamn day before. So I know that I couldn't use that for anything. It's not gonna work in boxing that you lost 20, 30, 100 pounds. That chin ain't got nothing to do with nothing but the chin is the chin. Point blank. The chin is the chin, y'all. The chin.
But man, look, that come with the territory in boxing. That just come with the territory. Everybody get buzzed. That come with the territory, though.
And my thing is, I'm concerned about this boy coming in 165 tomorrow. Y'all hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
3 pounds overweight was, I think, in my opinion, a strategy. That boy got money. He can give. He ain't trying to win a title. He trying to. They don't care about belts no more, man. They concerned about
getting money.
Another million followers to his Twitter account.
That's right.
His Dior sponsorship played for that fine. They like, yeah, I bet. Take that.
So I'm thinking the crazy thing. It's all about trying to sell. He off a little bit. I know. I don't think he's faking it though. I don't think he's faking the crazy shit though. But I do believe that he's been training. I do believe the 3 pound weight class was they gonna think 3 pounds. He undisciplined. We gonna come in here and bullshit with him and gonna get caught.
Yeah, that could be a strategy.
These dudes,
mind games.
And I ain't talking about what James is doing. He still got Bernard Hopkins and dudes like that. They are masters of that type of crazy ass shit like that. Where Bernard Hopkins always got some shit. He even in the ring, you see him do some slick shit. So imagine what he's telling outside of the ring. Now this just a take. I'm not. I was going with Shorty in the beginning. Garcia. I was going with Ryan in the beginning, but then it's crazy. I said, I can't root for this dude. This dude crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying?
But remember,
I don't think he's that crazy. I think he just.
I'm still going with him. I'm still skeptical about that 3 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
And what's that going to do for him tomorrow?
I ain't worried about the weight.
Go ahead, Caesar. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying I ain't more worried about the weight. Ryan only hope is that puncher's chance though. Not going to outbox him.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to catch him with a hook with something in between shot. You know what I'm saying? Catch time a jab or something. Just Devin gonna come heavy with the jab. He gonna try to time a jab, come over top of it. That's basically his only hope.
Now Regis thought the same thing when he got in the ring. He said, "Man, that man power is not what they thought." He said that he thought that he was a pity patter. And he said, I felt that shot. It's not what people say he was doing. Now, one of the things that Haney doesn't do a lot of times, he's starting to do a little more. He throw a lot of arm punches. He's not turning his shots over all the way. So you're not really experiencing his power because he don't turn his shots all, but he been doing it. His last fight he was, but he don't turn them shots over. He like throwing like arm punches, like similar like arm, but he not turning them all the way over to get the torque in him. The torque. If he start torquing them.
Now let me say this to y'all, so y'all don't just misunderstand what I'm saying, or the audience don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm with what Bink said earlier, and I was thinking that way as well at first. Bink's thing was he's gonna catch his ass with some stuff. He might drop him. It's a possibility that he gonna go down. Devin gonna already be up on the scorecards. In my opinion, we'll win the decision, but he gonna definitely get caught with some stuff. See, y'all gotta remember, we look at the early rounds of Tank. Tank had some problems with him in the early rounds when he was coming at him. He was smothering Tank punches. Of course, Tank adjusted and got the shit together and blasted him. But Devin Haney, I don't think he's gonna blast him with nothing that's gonna make him respect him enough to the point where he's gonna be away from him. I'm just saying, I think Devin's gonna win by decision. I just think he's just gonna go have a hard time with it.
I think Tank's small though. Like Devin probably gonna come in. You say if Ryan come 165, Devin probably come at 160. Like he a big dude too. Like for real.
Yeah, big. Right. They both pretty, you know what I'm saying, solid frames. So they both gonna come in You know what I'm saying?
Heavy.
At least a
Heavy.
good.
Heavy.
Yeah, they about the same size,
They're
low
about the
key,
same
for real,
size.
for real.
No-
They
no
both
doubt.
probably supposed to be at 147.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Honestly though, even though Ryan came in
Both
3
of them gonna
pounds
be
over
over
the weight
40.
limit, he didn't look soft in the body. Like he looked
Still look
he
sharp.
Still look in shape.
looked in shape. He didn't look
But
soft. So
but
Still
see,
look in shape.
y'all looking at the wrong shit, man. I'm telling you, look, that motherfucker Devin Reddy. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm looking at him, man, and so I, like, man, I look at little things, man.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna tell you, so what I looked at, Devin ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that boy. That boy gonna be sharp as shit. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that man cheekbones sucked in, man.
Yeah,
I look at shit like that.
I
That
saw that.
motherfucker Devin Reddy.
Yeah,
Hey man, I
yeah.
look at that shit, man. I look at
saw
him.
that
I look
too.
at everything. You know what I'm saying?
Even to the focus point, how he was
Man,
focused.
I look at it. I look at your face. I look at your neck. I can tell, man, that motherfucker been doing what he's supposed to do.
Oh, damn it,
That boy, man. Hey,
Yeah.
look,
discipline.
that hook ain't. Hey, look, Devin gonna be too goddamn sharp, man. I'm saying he got a change, but trust me, man, that motherfucker gonna be sharp. And I'm telling you, at 140, he a better fighter.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
for sure.
was training him. 40, he a better fighter.
Yeah.
He's stronger.
Yeah.
He's coming into his own.
Hell of a fighter.
But actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be hard for anybody to beat that boy at 40.
I'm telling you.
Nah.
He no.
40, they gonna have to beat him. I mean, who you got?
You
I
tell
got
me.
I got that one dude.
I got Matias getting at him.
Hey, let me tell you something about Matias.
It's like
Matias
Matias don't line up with him.
I
Matias,
got
too many
Matias
mistakes.
getting at him.
is look. I'm gonna tell you something. A fighter like Matias, he'll look spectacular against. Now,
He will.
He might get if he might get caught in like 10 or 11 or some hard or some shit. But a fight like Matias, see, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Devin, really, he's a
boxer.
He's a pure boxer, man.
Pure boxer.
Yeah,
So,
boxer.
and all that shit you coming forward, that's like me. Like I could box, I could punch, but I promise you, I love for a motherfucker to come to me because I can use my tricks.
Yeah.
The shit he gonna do to the shit he gonna do to Matias.
I'm
Hey,
telling
look,
my
hey,
thing
hey,
with
look,
that.
hey, look, I'm telling you, that's what happened with pro race. I'm telling you,
correct.
Yeah,
Pro Race
yeah.
I'm telling you, that's what happened to pro race.
But Devin Kryptonite been pressure.
Yes.
Pressure been getting him. Lenars pressured him, and with Loma pressured him.
Man, but
And Loma was crushed.
but that's different with Loma. See, Loma is a way different fighter.
He only won 5. I mean, you win 6 and it's a draw, right? It's close.
Lama is a different fighter than that. See, Lama, you ain't worrying him. See, it ain't so much of that. That motherfucker throwing 5 or 6 punches, and then he getting to the angles. He ain't
right.
You know, Matias, he just right
there.
Yeah, he right there, but
he ain't even stepping around. I'm telling you, hey, look.
I think that power going.
Hey, look, I'm looking. Hey, look, if they make
Hope
that
they
fight,
man.
I love to have
I want to see it. But like I say, it's between Matias and Gary Antoine. I don't got them beating either one of them.
Styles make fight.
I'm always,
Haney style will beat a Martise style 10 out of 10.
Yes,
10 out of 10. Now, Martise will crush Pitbull. Somebody that coming forward like Pitbull, he will crush Pitbull.
Who?
Martise.
Man, Martise might get clipped by him. They right there for each other.
Yeah, they go. That's Rock'em Sock'em right there.
Neither one of them move their head. Neither one of them move their head.
That's Rock'em Sock'em robot. That's Rock'em Sock'em right there.
Hey, look, and guess what?
Yes, sir.
That overhead coming over top. And that hook gonna be on that.
But this is what I'm saying.
We just added a new question to this. Now, hold on one second, Dawood. Okay. We added a new question to this right now since we brought this up. I'm glad we went there. The 140-pound division. Everybody get the answer this short and sweet. When the smoke clears out of all those 4 guys, that's world champions. Who you got? I'm gonna start it off with you, Dawood, since I love to let you speak. Just stick with the 4 who you think gonna win, who gonna dominate at the end of the day. Give me your one that's gonna be when the smoke clears.
When the smoke clears, Haney is gonna be undisputed again.
Okay.
He's gonna beat all the champions.
I'm
Watch
gonna
what
go
I
to
say.
I'm gonna go to you, JR. Give me who going when the smoke clears.
Right now, off the top of my head, I got to stick with Devin for now.
Okay, that's 2 Devins. When the smoke clears, who you going with? Bink
At 40,
at
at
40.
40, I gotta stick with Devin. But if Shakur come up there, man, we got a whole nother conversation to have.
No, right now.
I was going there. But right now,
Just right now, it's gotta be Devin.
forward, Devin.
It gotta be Devin.
Clarence, when the smoke clears, who you going with?
Shit, I mean, Devin
Y'all unanimous in it out,
Oh,
though.
y'all going Devin.
Who you going with,
I
DMV
like
Nation?
Matias, but I'm telling you, man, his kryptonite is a motherfucker that could turn him.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
If you don't stand in front of him, man, that's
You
it.
could beat him.
Hey, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you. A fighter like that, I love. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. A guy like that, I mean, you don't have to do nothing.
That's true shit.
Oh, you look, he right there. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I mean, all you gotta do is be in some goddamn shape. That's it.
I changed my pick.
Gotta be in shape.
Everybody going Devin,
You gotta
right?
be in shape.
All y'all
That
going
shape
Devin,
gonna
right?
be fit.
All
Who
y'all
you
going
going
Devin.
with, DMV Nation?
Nah, I'm changing my
You
pick.
going
But go
T.O.?
ahead. I'm gonna change mine.
You
Go
going
ahead.
T.O.?
No. Y'all stick this with
Go-
y'all
go-
head.
Hey,
No,
I'm,
No,
I'm
I'm
sticking.
changing
I'm
mine.
sticking.
But when it
Theo
I
look
know exactly
bad.
who I'm gonna pick.
if he finds his focus and he finds his discipline,
Who?
I think I might have to lean T.O., man. Because he
Tio
got the power.
look bad this
He
last
got the
fight.
power to
He
make it an
terrible.
early night. I'm
Well,
just
you
saying.
know what?
He look terrible.
He
I'm
got the
taking
power to make it an early
Devin,
night.
right?
I like
You
T.O.
said as the-
I like
you
T.O.
said as the champions, right?
Yeah, no, who's going to get all the 4 of them are champions
Well,
now?
you know,
Which
I
one's
mean,
gonna
I
come
don't
first?
know.
to be honest, who I'm going with is I'm going with hometown. I'm going with Gary.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
about to
think
change it to.
I think
Yeah, I was gonna
Tweezy
go with
smoke all of
Tweezy.
them for real.
But
But
he's saying who the champions now.
now,
I'm telling you,
We going with the
I'm
champions
gonna tell you
now.
why T.O.
Oh, okay.
can't
The
beat
champions now.
Devin. T.O. problem is, see, I'm gonna tell you what T.O.
He
problem
looked
is.
good the last fight.
T.O. don't know how to cut the ring off.
He don't.
At all. At all.
Anybody, but let me tell you something. Look, anybody that come forward, like Matias,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
he'll clip Matias.
Yes, sir.
Primo clip Matias.
He
I'm
likes
telling
the
you,
forward
man,
fighter.
anybody that come forward,
He do.
because he can box a little bit.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But he
anybody
Wait
that
for-
got good lateral
wait
movement,
till they jump out there, Joe.
Tio gonna get mad. I'm gonna tell you about Matisse.
Man, y'all
There's no
say this.
way in the world though. The average, if you're not a boxer, man, this guy would take you through the meat grinder. And it's something about his punches that when you get in the ring,
Jokers don't
you
never
do not want to come back out. There's something in them gloves that make you do not.
I don't know if he put
death.
Hey,
what, Slim. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna tell you something.
hey,
Oh.
Everybody he fought, they even had a broke face.
Red, got killed.
It was always something broke on them, man.
That's why I say Haney style the only one probably could beat him because
that's why I would love. I love to see that fight, man. Because I like that style though.
Back more. I bet he going to lean T.O. I'm just
Let me
saying.
say this though.
He was hurt T.O.,
Slim,
man.
hey,
He was
Slim,
hurt T.O.
Slim the real life Drago, young. No bullshit.
I like that style, man. It's like he the only him and Benavidez. That pressure fight.
But let me
Them pressure fighters, and I like that style.
Benavidez and Canelo, man.
Man, I hope it happened tomorrow, September, baby.
That fight would not happen.
Oh, you said who I like? I like Benavidez.
Who you like?
I like Benavidez.
Oh, yeah, I like Benavidez.
Yeah, I take Benavidez.
You know me, I'm still Canelo man.
He already came out. He said he don't want no piece of him.
So look,
he don't want no
Benavidez
piece
is a
of him.
motherfucking beast. But guess what? I don't know why Canelo ducked him. That's a good fight for him because guess what?
I think he can.
Benavidez abandons his height and he will rumble.
He try to go inside.
And when he sit there and trade,
he gonna
get. I'm telling you, man. Hey, look, that's a good fight.
And you know what? Hey, Clarence, I think Canelo could beat him, man.
I think so.
He can.
Yeah, he probably can.
Good fight too.
Hey, listen, I say this off the same.
You know what I mean? Go beat the man to beat the man.
I say this off the same reason. He can do all that inside shit, bully shit with them other dudes. That's like they his height, most of them that he doing it with. You getting there with a little guy like Canelo, he gonna start weaving and dodging and counter punching that
He
shit,
didn't
man.
do that. But
Hey,
Canelo ain't showing
Hey,
stuff.
look,
He said he
and
got
that
his mouth. He
motherfucker
don't
big,
want no
man.
parts of that man.
what you
He don't
say?
want no
He
parts.
don't want no parts of that
Canelo
man.
said, "I'm not fighting him.
See, I'm not fighting him.
I ain't fighting no Mexicans, but I fight Munguia."
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
hey, look, I don't think he want that fight, but guess what?
He don't want it.
I think that's a fight he could win.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I think
What up, JR?
He don't want it.
Okay.
Stylistically. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he went, but stylistically,
he can win it.
that'll be my going out fight fucking with him.
Yeah.
I say, fuck it. Let me
Close
get
it out,
them
right with
days on out that door, man.
Yes, indeed.
Because I know I ain't got to look for him.
And let's take
Ball.
it. Let's take it to
Ball
Saudi Arabia.
know how to box. He kept that motherfucker
But
in
you
the
know-
center of the ring and boxed the shit out of him. That's
But you
why he
know-
had problems with him. But a motherfucker like Benavidez, he gonna rumble.
But
And
Canelo's stamina, he got bad stamina.
Yeah.
He had bad stamina though. He got the way to keep this man off. His stamina is not that good.
That pressure
Canelo's
bust pipes, bro.
I feel like Benavidez saying he moving up and he want Bivol.
Yeah, he went 175. He moved
out the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all feel about that?
Now who else?
That's a great fight.
Did I ask?
Yeah.
Who
JR
did?
had something to say though. What'd you say, JR?
Okay. All right. To the Matias thing real quick, and I'm gonna bring it to Benavidez and Cinnamon. I never forget my dad told me this. He said you could do everything right and then you could sit there keeping the guy turning and everything. But it's just some dudes that can crack. You could do everything right.
Yeah.
And we done seen it. Big John Tate versus Mike Weaver, dominating them for 14 rounds, 15 rounds in 50 seconds. And one little short shot, he was out of there. So, you know, it's like with Matisse, you got to keep them turning. You got to keep them turning, and you have to stay disciplined. And you might not get him out of there. Don't worry about if you get him out of there, but just keep him turning. Make sure his feet not set. That's the type of guys that he is. But when it comes to Cinnamon and Benavidez, I don't think Cinnamon is scared of him, but I think he's weary of him. What I mean by that is that he got this thing in his head about being being the star, like I'm the Chavez of my era type of thing, being looked at. He's not afraid to lose. He's already done lost before. He's done came back and won more. He's afraid of how. I've said this on my page. He's afraid of how he may lose.
Okay. Makes sense.
He's afraid of what if I get dominated and my aura of being Cinnamon is just completely shattered from what this kid may do to me. But when it comes to what the sad part is that with his experience, he has to fight him now, or it's only going to get worse for him because only he's going to get older. And Benavidez is at a point where he's not even in his prime yet. He's almost there, and he's going to keep getting better. I don't understand. Like Benavidez, though he comes forward, but if you watch, like how I was taught at Hillcrest, is rhythm, distance, timing. He comes forward, he throws his shots. But you notice that Benavidez, some of his shots not always straight. It's almost got like an arc on it. So in that arc, I got this gap right here to come in between. And I don't understand why Cinnamon won't. If you find a guy that Cinnamon will be perfect to sit there and feint. You know how Cinnamon does this? And he whips, puts his hand in and whips here. Yeah. So, okay, make him look. And as soon as he but you got to commit. That's the only thing. When you find a guy like Benavidez, you gotta pull in. I was always told with counter punches and pulling it, you gotta commit. If you don't commit, you're gonna get hurt. Or if you don't commit, it ain't no point. And you're not gonna land nothing significant. He has to be able to sit there. As soon as he sit there and throw that stuff, we throwing all of this stuff coming for, he should be able to pull in right there in between them shots and rip. Don't even worry about the head. Worry about the head, like rip from the bottom up. Hey, and that would be perfect because Benavidez square. He doesn't point his shoulder when he's walking. He's square the whole time. So you got everything from here up. Go under his lung, hit his floating ribs, go under his collarbone, come all the way up. I don't know, but that's on him.
When you commit, that's where the problem lies. I see what's his name try to commit his last fight.
Andre
tried to commit, and commit is execution.
Yeah, Andre was in hell though. He was coming up and waiting.
Canelo ain't got nothing to hurt him too. He know Canelo can't hurt him.
Demetrius Andre.
Oh man, y'all can't. that motherfucker wasn't that wasn't his weight.
That wasn't his
Yeah,
weight.
that's what I say. He was coming up like he was in hell.
And he
He was
still
in hell
gave it
that
all
fight.
he got.
He
And he
gave it.
still
He
gave
gave it work.
everything he had.
He gave him work for to come up. Andre was chasing Canelo too, so that was like a race to who could get to Canelo for Canelo to duck both of them low key.
Them two different fighters.
Hey, he know that Canelo can't hurt him. Canelo
would
hurt him.
Oh,
You don't think he can't hurt Benavidez?
I don't think
With a body shot? Whoa. Forget the headshot. Whoa, everybody stop. Forget the headshot. Forget about the headshot. Do not, all of y'all in here, do y'all think that, forget the headshot. The hell with the headshot. Everybody in here. You mean to tell me y'all don't think Canelo can't hurt him at least to the body? Because I'm honestly, guys who can punch, what did y'all always hear growing up? Dudes that can punch, they either can't take a good body shot or they can't get hit up top because they can't take the same power coming back. But I want to see if Benavidez can take a body shot.
A body shot, Mike, because he just starting to get his body right.
I don't care. Anybody that takes whoever had body shots, whoever even got hit with body shots, regardless on if they took them or not.
You ain't gonna be used
They don't
to
like that shit
at all.
Whatever he said, he done had some that John.
Man, just think about his last fight when Canelo went up to 175. Trying to fight what's the name? He didn't look good at all.
Dimitri Bivol.
8-ounce, 10-ounce gloves, man. Anybody could punch, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
And so what I'm telling you is, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. He there for everything, man. You just go back and watch the style of fighting,
That
man.
man ain't gonna hurt Canelo. He gonna hurt
I just think,
Canelo.
honestly, I think for him, he realized that he got to fight 12 rounds.
Yeah.
You know, because even when he on the outside, when he can't relax with him.
No.
I think that mindset of just fighting 12 rounds every minute.
Every minute.
Motherfucker, man.
You can't stop. See, and that's the thing. You think about Caleb Plant. Think about Plant. Plant slick as all outdoors. Plant slick as whoever.
I told you.
You know what I'm saying?
I told
Pressure.
you he was gonna do.
Yeah,
I told you he was gonna outbox him. He couldn't keep it up.
Pressure. That pressure, bro.
Canelo gonna bring that shit.
Yeah,
y'all also got to remember Canelo, though, he a trick fighter too. He'll hit you in the hips, the back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna bring
elbows, arms, shoulders
to the table. He gonna hit you in the hips, and if he find a weakness, gonna hit you in the ribs. If you gonna see shots in the kick.
What happened to Bivol? When he fought that guy, when he lost the last fight,
we gonna get this fight. We gonna
get this fight. I don't want the Bud fight. Why he don't want the Bud fight? I just want to know why he don't want Terrence Crawford. I mean, battle for power.
I wouldn't fight Crawford. I wouldn't fight Crawford if I was him. I mean, what? I mean, look.
You ain't getting nothing.
If he beat him,
he get no
beat
glory.
a little guy.
Yeah.
And if Crawford beat him, hey, look, man.
Legacy over.
Hey, look,
that's right.
He gonna be the joke of all Mexicans, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight him either.
Leave him alone.
I think Canelo will hurt Bud.
I think Bud too small.
I think Bud get that weight on, he might cause some problems with him though.
Man,
I wouldn't do that. Like.
I don't want Bud jumping up. I don't want nobody jumping up 3 weight classes.
They thought I was crazy when I was screaming Bud.
I tell people all the
time,
time,
I'm like,
when you start that jump weight shit, when you start jumping weight classes, I remember I did that crazy shit as a young man. From 106 to 119, I was 111, right? So I said, I'm gonna take somebody's place in the silver glove because I wasn't supposed to go. I got in some trouble at school. My father told me I couldn't go, right? So I ended up fighting Jacob Hudson. That Bama hit me, man. I said that 106 punch is not the same.
Exactly.
That's why they got weight class for a reason.
I had to get on my bike instantly.
It depends on the level of the fighter, because I fought 112, right? And
yes, sir.
I first went to NMU, and I fought Ramesses Patterson.
Okay.
And, you know, and everybody was like, "Man, you fighting Ramesses, man. You know, he really supposed to have been on the '96 Olympic team." He beat.
I remember Slim too. Yeah.
Yeah. But I beat this nigga, right? I beat him, man. I beat him good too. And so it was NMU versus Detroit.
Okay.
So Tion Shepard. He hurt his hand.
I remember Tion too. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah. He
him.
won the Goodwill game.
Yeah, I remember Slim too. Yeah.
Yeah, he hurt his hand at 125. So Al say, man, look, Clarence, man, you beat the baddest motherfucker on their team, man. I need you to go up to 25 and fight this guy, man. You know, they ain't better than him. I went up to 25. I beat the shit out of him. But
Yeah.
the thing, but I could tell a difference.
Right, that's what it was.
Yeah.
You got to put out a little more.
You do.
They're leaning on you.
Dropping their weight on you, walking you. Like, man, get off me.
It's a whole different. It's a whole
different ball game. Yeah.
Motherfucking right.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. I get it.
Clarence.
But Jacob Hudson was a bad motherfucker.
Bad, man. He hit me.
That was my man.
Yeah. I had to dig deep on that joint there, Slim, because I said he hit me. I said, this 119.
That's my man. That white boy can fight, man. I love that was my man.
Jacob Hudson can fight, man. Yeah. Yeah, yes, indeed. And when I got to 119 and I was a real 19, it was a difference.
Yes.
So I was going a little more at the first time. I was like, hold on, I had to get on my bike, and the shots you see in blue. I ain't used to seeing blue most. I'm giving blue. I ain't used to seeing blue. So
yeah.
But the second time it was a cake. It was a walk in the park. But that first one was a problem, man.
Yeah.
You wasn't used to that weight.
I wasn't used to it. So that's why I say I know it could be difficult as a pro.
Yes.
And a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're walking 10, 15 pounds within weight class, especially at the 68 to 60. That's a lot of weight. That's 8 pounds.
That's a lot of weight.
Different from 60 to take down or come up to. So,
but see, Canelo had to fight every round. Canelo like to take off some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about what Crawford?
No, not with Crawford.
Nah, with Benavidez.
Oh yeah,
I just don't think it'll work with Crawford and Canelo. I wouldn't do it. That's why I
do it either. Like that.
The only one could get away with some old stuff like that was when Roy Jones went up to the heavyweight division where everybody was weak at that.
And he picked the weakest.
Ruiz.
That was the thing. He picked the weakest heavyweight.
Yeah.
He picked Ruiz.
Yes, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, that was a calculated move, man.
Yeah.
Gotta give him.
But you gotta think about how they did. What's my man? SOG.
Oh, when he fought Chad Dawson and made Chad Dawson lose that weight.
But they kept trying to make him go up and wait until somebody get there. He was just like, you know what, I'm out.
I'm out of here.
But Mr. Clarence, Mr. Rashid, it's like, just from my experience with sparring bigger guys, it's you saying with a guy your size, it's the anxiety of it. When you deal with somebody who can crack, forget about the guys who are just big, but the guys who can crack, I never forget what Paulie Malignaggi said. He said it's an anxiety thing. And I never, people was like, oh, man, how did he fall asleep in there? I said, it's easy because when you dominating the guy, you ain't trying to overthink. You want to sit there and control your breathing. All right, cool. When I'll pick it up around 9 through 12. But when you dealing with a guy who can crack and you like, oh my goodness, okay, this dude can crack. And now you sitting there thinking to yourself, dang, every punch he throws can possibly hurt me. Mm-hmm. And you cannot turn it off. You can't even get the guy under control to take a round off. To sit there and try to milk a round and sit there, all right, I'm going to milk 5 through 7 and pick it back up 8 through 12. You can't do that. And with Cinnamon, he's not going to be, and we all know Cinnamon's had a history of, if he don't have you under control by 6, his stamina isn't that good he goes on through the second half of the fight.
That's right.
And that's the big thing. Like I could tell you, like I've always told this story, working with Jared. I'm at 130, I'm like 138. High as I'm walking around 141. This man was walking around 70.
Yeah.
84. Here go Uncle Nesto. All right, hey. You cup up because he need somebody with some speed to get him used to moving. So you gonna move around with you? I said, help him move around his house. Like Uncle Ness was like, boy, stop acting like you can't fight. Go put your cup on. I'm like, all right, I'm like, all right, feigning him, boom, boom, whatever, moving. and just he's taking the power off. Big, how many times have I told you the story? He taking the power off. Uncle Nesto blow up my spot. He go, hey, man, I know you taking the power off, and my nephew just coming back from being sick, but man, he know how to fight. He just couldn't fight Amber. Pick it up on. I'm like, I said, talk to him in Spanish. I said, Uncle Nestor, why the heck you blow up my spot? And all of a sudden, this man was taking the power and threw an off-time jab. You know how the bell in the gym go 30 seconds, make that beep noise? Man, he threw that off-time jab, and I relaxed. And it felt like a car door closing. And that was I just did it. Hey, time. Hey, bring it in for the real thing. We black men. We shouldn't be doing this to each other. Come here, bro. Come here. We good.
Hey.
My man is different with them big boys.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember Massey for Norman? You know, Norman
that's
was
a
a
good
killer.
crack. Yeah,
And
you
I
talk.
seen him hurt people. Jamal, the guy fought for Hillcrest or whatever.
Yeah.
I think Jamal was.
He caught
killed
Jamal with it. He almost hit.
I thought he killed him, man.
I had came back from Newport News to watch that fight.
I thought he killed him that day.
I thought he killed. He was 125.
No, 119. 119.
Who you talking about? Jamal Hinton?
Yeah, he
Nah.
fought at 119.
You know Jamal with the curly hair.
119.
Jamal Hinton.
Nah, not Jamal Hinton. Jamal from Oxon Hill. He used to hang around Oxon Hill.
He fought independent.
I seen him. You know him when you see him.
What about him? He could crack or something?
Nah,
No,
that boy. He fought.
I hear what y'all say.
Go ahead.
He fought Norman in the Golden Glove that year. We fought.
Who was Norman?
Norman, the dude.
Your boy Norman, the one
from Virginia.
Yeah,
Whirlwind. Oh, that nigga head wide open, man.
He almost killed. We didn't ever seen him before. I never seen him that time. I was in the audience looking.
Me too.
On my fight next. A couple of fights over, and everybody was laughing at him because
Whirlwind.
Yeah,
he was from VA.
I ever seen him, and everybody
he hit Norman with that shit.
Man, he almost killed him.
Man,
Norman, look, he hit him and woke him back up with the shot.
I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead.
That motherfucker hit hard, man.
Hey, Slim hit him. He's 119. So when
119.
I was 12, he was 19.
Yeah, he was 19.
Because I had came back home, from Newport News, and I watched the fight. And I was talking shit to him the whole time. I say, Slim, what the fuck is you doing in my weight class, right?
Yeah.
Man, I watched that joint. I say, good God, have mercy, Slim.
You look like he couldn't fight. You look like he couldn't fight at all.
The Bama won the Golden Gloves that year, didn't he?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you who he fought. He fought what's the name? He gave him here. He fought Zaire Rahim.
Yeah, he did.
What?
Hey, that wild motherfucker. Hey.
Yeah. Slim could
when I went to the Eastern Trial, he fought a Caucasian guy from Philadelphia. That white boy can fight. He came back out and won the fight, but Norman hit him so hard, the man hit the ground and bounced 2 times like top.
Yeah. Ray had fought him too. Ray had got caught.
Ray Massey, right?
He fought Ray,
yeah. Ray Massey, boy. This motherfucker hit him with a bat.
The Bama weighed 190. He hit about 180, man, like 180 pounder, man.
Man, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you. So man, when we was going, I was like, man, I ain't want to spot that nigga. Because it wasn't even because he hit hard. It's because the shit was wild. You see that shit, man. I don't know how to defend no shit like that.
It make you look bad because he don't know how to really fight. He don't know how to really.
But if he hit you with that shit,
man,
he got everything on it without trying. Basically, he got.
And he's throwing it from all the way over here. He's throwing it.
Heck nah.
You want
crazy. Then he look crazy as a motherfucker. He ain't wear no socks and shit. He wore like
Mike Tyson type of shit.
Yeah. He was about he was about my height.
Yeah, he was no height, no bullshit, Joe.
Hey,
buddy, the Bama, man. I remember that that fight, man. I thought he killed
him, man.
I did too. He was out for about 10 minutes, almost about 5 to 10 minutes, man. Yeah, man.
Hey, y'all got to know him. if you see him,
Man,
you'll know
yeah.
why this shit's so funny, man.
Yeah. You got this shit.
He always come on there and rap with Adam. He's always come on there and rap with Adam when you see him.
Yeah.
That Joker was, I thought, see, he got, what's the name by surprise. We thought that he couldn't fight the way he was looking. He had small headgear, small boots on.
Yeah. He had the joint with no pad in the joint. The USA joint with no pad in it.
No pad on.
80s, man. Yep. Yeah.
Man, he almost killed him, man.
Man, I
Hey,
thought
if that joint was a helmet, it would have been an Uber.
Yeah,
that joint was fucked up.
I thought he killed my man. I thought he killed him because he hit him so
too,
hard.
man. I did.
Put him to sleep and hit him and woke him back up and put him back to sleep again.
And this is the amateurs. You remember? Do y'all remember when Ray Mercer knocked out the dude? What's my man name? What's the dude name he knocked out?
Tommy Morrison, the white boy.
That's how that looked. That's just how that knockout looked. Just like that.
Yep.
That's how that looked.
He never fought no more after that. He never fought no more after that.
I see my man. Shout out.
It ruined him. It ruined. He ain't won it no more.
He never fought no more.
Shout out to my man Burrington Smallwood, who just gave Adam a shout out, Clarence a shout out. Pull that back up, C's, for me again.
Who's that?
That's my man Burrington Smallwood from Greenway, man. He used to fight for Kenilworth back in the early 90s.
Okay.
And 80s, late 80s. Yes, indeed. Yeah, what's up, Burrington? What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Tell him I send my love, man.
Yes, indeed, man. He just gave you a shout out, man. Yes, indeed, man. But brothers, it was an honor and a pleasure to have y'all on here, man.
Thank you for having me, Rashid, and talk to the brothers on here too. It's
yes,
good
indeed, brother.
Talk to the brothers, and tomorrow we will get the final exam and see where our report cards lie, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, we will. And I'm gonna put some clips together and post them, so be looking out for them.
Okay.
As well as this gonna rebroadcast back on DMV Boxing Legends after we go off air. So for those that missed this one, they can go to the DMV Boxing Legend and watch this as soon as this go off of here. So
also, I want to give you a shout out, Rashid, for keeping the boxing alive.
Yeah.
Not just the champions, but the people that participated and got in there, put their blood, sweat, and tears. They're keeping up history, that forgotten history. That's almost like a daggone going into a museum of boxing. Thank you, brother. Because a lot of stuff that we forgot, because DC and all these, we had a lot of gyms and a lot of boxes, all kind of gyms on the corner, all type of super legends that never got a championship bout, but were worth mentioning.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
Good work, man. This is something that's brilliant to let our legends continue to go on and promoting our boxers in this area, so people will not forget our champions and the fallen soldiers and stuff that was in boxing. Thank you again.
Man, you welcome. I thank y'all for being the great that, you know what I'm saying, that motivated us and inspired us to do what we do in the sport of boxing. I appreciate y'all, and it was a reason for me bringing you guys on here, because I watch his career, brother Clarence's career, and I watch brother Bink, brother JR, as well as DMV Nation TV, and how you guys broadcast what you do on the level that you doing on. So I'm selective now of who we let on here to talk boxing, because everybody don't know it, but I believe the ones that's on here today know it. Know it. You know what I'm saying? That's why the dialogue was able to, because it's to be able to sit in with a bronze medalist Olympian and be a peer amongst him and talk boxing. It's prestigious. It's not no normal stuff to do. This guy, brother, been around the game before I was around the game. I mean, his name was ringing bells, like the brother Burrington Smallwood, who just says things about him. I was hearing about Adam through them.
I watched Adam grow up. As a little young man. You know, as you get older, they don't seem like you that far apart from one another, but I watched him as a little boy. We spar and everything. He comes to the gym and we spar a lot of rounds. I watched him. We all travel. Ohio, different places. Seen him grow up as a little boy. I always knew he was special. You know what I'm saying? I see him do a lot of things, how to turn the life around. he's an ambassador to Washington D.C. Along with Mark Johnson, and a lot of them have done some great things. We rich in sport. We have some great amateurs. We have some great professionals in this area. Man, before we had a lot of beasts in DC. DC could have easily be go to a gym, get knocked out. We have so many great fighters and so many great members, even down Lawton and stuff like that. And Rashid, shout out to the Lawton. There are a lot of great fighters. Rashid, also, you put a story in about Lawton. They were so good that they would send them to the Olympus trial. You remember posting that?
Yeah.
Sent them to the Olympus trial.
I didn't know that too. I did the research on it. Yeah. Brothers told me about that.
And so it's a lot of hidden gems in DC, man. I love this city. It was kind of like we had people that sold us out, that fed some of our good fighters to the wolves, and they sold us out for other people to have greatness.
Yeah.
But man, one thing I really aspire about boxing did a lot for me, and boxing helped me out. It's helping me out to this day. The things that I learned, how to carry myself, how to really defend myself, I really can do it. At my age right now, I can't really beat no top-notch guys, but a mediocre guy, I still can get in the ring and do it.
Yeah,
with me, I still can do it.
As you say that right now, it's this joker that be fighting on on the Tony cards, right?
He won't fight every time we go out there, man. She won't fight him, man.
To come back, and I think I can.
Oh, hell nah.
Yeah, but Mr. Rashid, I want to also piggyback off that by saying, I tell, when I was introduced to Bink and I started telling him stories about, all the great fighters from here, I take a lot of pride that I grew up in Hillcrest, and telling people that some of the best fights I ever saw wasn't broadcasted. Some of the best sessions I ever saw, I would leave out of Hillcrest and go home and turn on HBO, and I saw the exact same thing, except for they had T-shirts on and headgear. Right. That I tell people, I mention names, I mention the Clarence Vincents, I mention the James Baker. I remember one time me and Bink was somewhere, and I said, you know who that guy is right there? He said, nah. I said, that's James Baker. That was your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, especially coming out the amateurs. Like, I take pride in explaining to people that you don't understand that it's guys that were so good, and that how difficult it is just to get that chance to be at a certain level. Yeah. But if you were to go and talk to this guy, oh, that's a bad dude right there. Or when I remember I was with my girlfriend that night at the car at St. Elizabeth when I had the suit on, and she said, "Who was the guy that you just shook his hand with the long dread?" I said, "That's a bad dude right there." She was like, "Really?" I said, she was telling me, she said, because now, we've been together for a good minute now. So she was like, all of these great fighters, they all so calm and docile and respectful. And I said, yeah, but they were monsters. I said, she said, "But who is he?" I said, "That's Clarence Vincent."
Yeah.
I said, "Remember that tape you saw me watching like 2 weeks ago with the guy with the velvet shoes on, with the Grant shoes on, with the cornrow straight back?" She was like, "Oh, that's the dude who kept landing overhands on the guy nonstop." I said, "Yeah."
He did a thing, man. He represent this country.
I think it was the one that you was at Avenue joint.
Michael Fifth Avenue. Yeah.
Avenue, yeah.
I saw that tape, and just along with the stories, like, I mean, I know we don't have time to, but you guys, Mr. Rashid, like, he'll tell you, like, me sitting there watching my dad swinging my little lip, playing my Game Boy, but then I steal your glove. I would steal your gloves or Nesto gloves and go to the bag and do stuff. But I take pride in telling these guys, that's who that is. Yeah, that's who that is. Guys who could really flat out go. That's right. But they didn't get the right team around. How many guys did we know that we could name off the top of our heads who could fight but didn't have the right team around them?
That's correct.
Who could fight but didn't get the reins pulled back on him enough? Like, oh yeah, he can fight. He'll fight anybody anytime he's ready. Let me save him for down the line.
But
Yeah.
you know what?
We had a great time too.
I don't want to cut you off, but you know, like for me, like I had everything coming out the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? I had the money. I had everything. So it wasn't that with me. You know, life happened to me, man. You know,
Yes, sir.
my So when I came out the Olympics, I got to like 4-0. And this was like, man, this when I was really so look, my first professional fight was my worst fight ever in life. And it was only because I tried too hard because I always knew I was gonna be here and this is what I wanted to do. And I just tried too hard. Now I won every round, but I just didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? And so and it fucked me up because of the lady Letterman, I forgot her name, whatever.
Oh, Julie Letterman.
Julie,
Yeah, she said that I was one-dimensional. Now, I'm like, and you got dudes like Kevin Kelly, you know, like, you know, I can't be one-dimensional. You was just saying just how good I was. You watched me in the Olympics. You know, man, that evidently I must have just tried too hard.
Right,
you know
right.
But but after that, I started picking it up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was just over anxious. I just wanted to do too much.
Yeah, it's a pro debut. It's your debut.
My first fight on HBO. I'm in Madison Square Garden. No, how many
The
fights
Mecca.
right there? So I just tried too hard. But anyway, make a long story short, my father after my fourth fight, my father got sick and and I was getting ready for a fight.
Yeah.
So you keep granted, my brother got killed before I even made it to the Olympics. So it was me, my mother, my father, and my brother.
Yeah.
So when my father passed, my mother, you know, I was like, all right, man, you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm still gonna do this. You know, I know what he wants. But my mother started getting sick. Everything that can happen, fucked up, just happened.
Monkey wrench.
Then she started getting sick. So mentally, I mean, I want to be here, but I'm not all the way there because my pillows, man, they leaving me, man, and fuck. At this point in time, I don't even have no kids. I mean, well, I did have a kid. I had my oldest daughter, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, you know, I'm like fucked up, you know, mentally. So I never really could like put everything into it. I remember, man, when my father was sick, man, I used to get so fucking drunk because they sent them home because 9/11 hit. So they sent them home because they needed the beds and shit. So they sent them home. And I would get so drunk. So, man, I didn't have to. So when I go in there, my father, they had him in a room, like right. So when I'm coming up the stairs, and I just used to go in there, man, because I was crushed, man. That was my man. And I'm looking at him, man, and I could see him dying and shit from lung cancer.
Yeah.
And, you know, he can't even take 3 steps without an oxygen tank. And with the oxygen tank, he's still, you know what I'm saying, gassing out. But anyway, I ain't going to see you on no long story. But, man, you know, that's the story for another topic or another time. But
you live a good dream, though, bro.
Yes, sir.
Life happened to me.
My father died from lung cancer as well.
Life happened to me, man. Them niggas couldn't whoop me. I and to this day now, like even like now, like when I go in the gym and I train and I still spar. And the dudes, they be like, God damn, man. Like, I don't know, like if you watch your the thing that you put up on me, you'll see a guy say, man, he's still been in the gym. It's like he never even left the motherfucker. I still in it. I still put I still lay it down, man.
That's right. That's right.
That was
the only regret I have not turning pro. I at least wanted to have at least
one. Me too, man. Me too.
That still haunts me to this day.
Yeah.
That, you know, that I never fought a pro fight.
Me too.
I always want to at least do 1 or 2, or at least to get in and compete and to do that. But the way things go on, then we have to accept that the way it is. You know, that's the way it's great to
I
have.
have dreams about it, man. And it still haunts me. Dreams still
haunts me.
We get you in there with your boy She. We good.
Yeah, I might get on.
If fight game ain't
But
the same, man. Y'all, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Y'all could come steal you like
You still you like
4
5
pick up the pace, man, and get out of Dodge. I'm telling you, like
Get
that.
one of them
Game
tennis
ain't
shoe
like
Bama,
that,
Rashid.
man.
We'll fight one of them tennis shoe
Hey,
Bama.
this what we do, y'all. We
Fight
put
a tennis shoe Bama.
we put together a joint with all us that want to get one more fight in and just get on the same card. Just
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
man, y'all
hey,
sell y'all would sell out
hey,
because
hey,
y'all
you
would
know
sell
what,
out
man?
Merlin
Hey,
Live.
you know what?
Y'all would sell out St. Elizabeth if y'all
Hey,
did
do that
that.
joint over the entertainment. Let's go.
Give me
Y'all
one.
would sell out. Yo, no bull. I'm being straight with y'all. Y'all would sell out St. Elizabeth. That's why I always say, I always take pride in. I know what I grew up watching. I knew the guys that I had pleasure, like being in the gym and having Daryl Coley stop his whole workout and give me, nah, you pivoting, but do this, little stuff like that. Along with my dad, Ty Barnett as an amateur, I take a lot of pride in always making sure that only fighters is Roy and Floyd. No. Look at the guys that if they was to see this guy walk through the door, they're gonna stop and say, hold on one second, let me dap up this guy real quick. I'm gonna mention all of those names as well.
That's true statement. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
we had
people
a great,
that's
we
out
had some
here
great
like that.
times, man. We had some great
I know
times.
some guys that never got that you might don't know their name, but we know them, and trust me, it's some bad jokers that ain't make the. You know what I'm saying? The name ain't get out there, but they was some bad jokers,
Yeah,
man.
Hey,
Back in the
remember
day.
that dude, Nathaniel Lincoln?
Man,
Yeah,
what?
man.
Black
Man, from over there in Highland, man. Good God have
Man was
mercy.
cracking, boy.
Hey, yo, hey, that dude there was serious, man.
For me, it was quick.
Yeah,
For me, it was quick.
yeah, quick.
Oh my God. For me, just like how y'all mentioned that name for me that immediately pops in my head is RG Quick Tyler.
Yeah. Well, he in your era, right? Yeah. I remember hearing about Shorty too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He got killed.
Nasty.
He got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
We
what?
lost a lot of
the
fighters
crazy
to the
shit,
street
right?
life. The street life took
I
a lot of good
actually,
fighters out.
I actually moved around with Shorty, right? Right outside of my house. He my little cousin Jordan, short dog. He used to be with them, right? So
Yep.
he come
We
over
all were together.
and so I'm out here, we slap boxing. But man, I was amazed with that speed. That speed was something. It was different.
Yeah.
I say, man, Shorty, you okay? Yeah, Shorty was nice. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, man. Brothers, it was an honor and a pleasure to have y'all on here, man. Listen, we got to do this again, man.
Do it.
I'll be honored.
So tomorrow, everybody mainly picked Devin for the victory. I picked Devin for the victory.
Okay.
You pick Ryan for the
nah.
It's a possibility.
You pick Ryan for the
I said this. I said he was gonna give some complications to the fight. I didn't predict them solely. I just say he's gonna give him some complications. It's gonna be difficult. But
Yeah.
I got that boy out boxing him, man. Even if he do catch him and he get up, I still got him winning 10 rounds out there.
Yeah.
Hey man, only complications they gonna have is try to get his ass in that ring. Everybody try to put him in the ring. He might spread his feet and arms out like a cat.
Right. Hey, look, I was telling my folks this. I say, man, he remind me a couple of my homies around the way, man. That 1 minute they be good, and they ain't done nothing probably about a month.
I was thinking about the Bamas now, though.
Ryan, I can name a couple of jokers. Man, they smoked all month and he still came out of nowhere tripping.
Thugging, like, you good?
Yeah, that nigga burned out, man. Hey man, I'm gonna pray for him though, man.
Man, me too, man.
I hope he give a good showing, man.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All jokes aside.
What they used to call it back, the LA Mo. He's had about 100 names.
The boat, butt naked.
Gentlemen, man. Hey, brother, it was an honor and pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody that's on this panel is worthy, and it was for a reason, because these brothers know boxing. They study boxing. They really take boxing on another level. I watched these brothers put in tremendous work with what they do. I I always like to bring Clarence and Dawu on here because these two guys I can trust, and I know they're going to give you the truth. They're not going to undercut the sport. If they don't agree, they're going to say it. Same with Bink as well. When I watch Bink do his platforms, and when him as well as JR, because they are a team. They are a team. They are Slip and Counter podcast. Brother DMV Nation TV below. Y'all brothers check him out and go to his page
I
as well.
will.
And
Check him out.
he breaks down boxing too. I was on the phone with him one time. I didn't know that he was so in depth with the sport. So,
Yes.
I like to, bring my brothers on here that I trust and really believe in and give a shot.
Appreciate you.
We're gonna support each other. We all gonna reach out support, and we're gonna get some products from Rashid Raw Vegan. We're gonna check out your products, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Go and get it, man. Get it down, man, while you can, man.
That's right.
Before I be in Tokyo somewhere, man, you can't even get on my phone. I'm just joking, but seriously, I thank y'all for coming on here, man. If you want to, we can do a recap on the fight and talk about what we predicted. You know what I'm saying? So if you'll be available on Monday, we'll do a recap and we'll make it short and brief and continue on our day. But ladies and gentlemen, man, it was an honor and a pleasure. Look forward to this fight tomorrow. May the best man win.
Oh. Absolutely.
Man, may the best man win.
The
second win.
Stay safe, man. Be blessed, y'all.
All right, y'all. Take care, brothers. All right,
Peace.
Peace.
This episode has